Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your general mini cross reading for April 2021. I have with me today the Radiant White deck. I will be clarifying with Levita Sibila, and we will be pulling two cards at the end. You'll get a chance to formulate a question for each card. We'll be using the angel answers, and we'll be using the Greek mythology, only I'll be using the Roman god names for that, okay? So let me go ahead. I've done a bit of meditation and shuffling on the sign and glyph. If you haven't gone over to Jessica Adams's website and read the horoscopes, the Virgo horoscope is really great. It's funny and it's really great. So it's an extended one if you're a premium member. So let me go ahead and turn this around. And I had to dig out my old webcam because this $50 million machine that I purchased from Apple does not have camera controls on it. And so it's one view all the time. There's no automatic zoom or anything. So here we go. First card down, where we are right at the moment. It is the Six of Cups. What we know to be true, or the foundation. The Eight of Pentacles. The near or distant past. The Four of Wands. The unknown influence. This is the one we always want to keep an eye out for. Well, it is the High Priestess. Okay, I'm trying to get all of those in the frame, and I can't tell if they're in the frame or not, but let me see. I can't push my computer back anymore. Let's see. Nope, that doesn't get it either. Okay, there we go. And finally, the near and distant, what do you call it? Future. Well, it is the Chariot card. You know, I'm going to tell you something. I have noticed that for the other readings that I've already conducted for this month, there are a lot of major arcana cards that seem to be presenting themselves. And so this, I think something significant is in the works for everybody on Earth. I know we have the Jupiter in Pisces is coming up. I don't know if when Jupiter will be meeting Neptune, his brother. That's going to be big. It was almost as big as the Jupiter-Saturn conjunction. So Jupiter's really doing some stuff right about now. So what is under the deck? It is your card, Virgo, the Hermit. Okay. Which I think is kind of an odd thing, figure or drawing to associate with the sign of Virgo. Virgo is about the sixth house. It is about, your health and your wealth. It is about your work. The healthier you are, the longer you can work. It is about your duty and service to not only other people, but to yourself. So to kind of find this hermit guy standing around as a Virgo is really kind of odd. I've always thought that was odd. It is a Mercury card. And we have here the moon represented and Cancer, the sign of Cancer represented. Now this this in the center, the Four of Wands. I don't know if some of you have just completed a project. Maybe you have just moved. We do have coins and cups and wands here. So this is your desire. Maybe you've moved in with someone. Maybe this is someone you know from childhood. Maybe it's a sibling. Could be a close friend or somebody from high school. And you are in the process of maybe making yourself at home, beautifying your space. But I just get the sense that whatever, and I do feel this was a move for some of you. This Eight of Pentacles talks about, it is the apprentice card. It is about working on something until you can perfect it, getting it right, doing so happily. Eights are usually very positive in a tarot card reading because they mean that things are starting to move along. I don't necessarily see any stagnation here. This Chariot card most definitely says that the journey's not going to be swift or fast. Yeah. It is this High Priestess here. Now, the High Priestess is a very intelligent woman, a learned woman, very intuitive, has a lot of secrets, is able to keep secrets, but she's like the keeper of the knowledge. Whereas the Hermit is someone who is not only a teacher and a scholar, but he's not only a teacher, but he's a scholar, because he is not only standing to hold the light in the dark so that he can see, he holds that lamp so that others can find their way to him. So he too can impart wisdom and knowledge upon people. The difference between these two is that, well, for one thing, she's not holding up a lamp, asking anybody, holding up a lamp to anybody to come find her. But nevertheless, if she knows and she thinks you're quote unquote worthy of the knowledge that she has, she will share that with you. To me, she's like the keeper of the library. Okay. She's like the librarian of the, tarot. So I also feel that there's something about this situation that maybe you guys aren't quite sure of. I think you've already determined perhaps that maybe whatever course of action you have chosen, you will continue on that. But there's just something about it that you're not quite sure of. So what I'm going to do is look to see if these three cards have any meaning as they relate to the High Priestess and the Chariot, and this Hermit card. And for me, the Hermit represents this time frame of you being alone, of you, trying to get clear on some things, standing stock still, so that you can get a real grounded handle on what it is that you want to do, or what direction you should go in, or what choice that it is you need to make. I think the choice has already been made. I don't know if this is about studying or going back to school. This doesn't say that. This is the Four of Wands. It is, the depiction is some type of celebration, but it's a 4. So it speaks to stability and focus in your determination. It's not about, it's not a 7 of Cups. It's a Wands. And Wands always represent your focus, your determination, your intention. And I think some of you have, if you have, this card will show up when it says, if you have completed something, if you've done something, you got past the opportunity, that would be the Ace. You made the decision, that would be the 2 of Wands. The 3 of Wands would be you're moving forward. Maybe there's a few more things you need to do. You finally did it, and now you've arrived at the 4. Okay, so whatever it is that your intentions were, I do feel that you were able to match those by doing the work. Okay. Whatever that work is for you. The coins are not just about finances. They are about the doing of something. So I think whatever it was that you've been doing, you have arrived at a space where everything's okay. But there's something about this High Priestess. I think that you are either uncertain, or maybe you haven't even told anybody. That's what it is, So let me see what this 4 of Wands, if it can tell me anything next to these cards here. Now, with the Hermit, it speaks of a very independent and creative individual who possesses the ability of self-expression, particularly when they are alone. But here's this. Maybe this is invoking childhood memories. I don't know. That's all the 4 of Wands says. So let me take a look at this Cups card. here. The Six of Cups. Tells me nothing. Okay, not next to either of these cards. Now, it can imply that you may be presented with a new job offer, a promotion, or a chance to relocate. It can also be informing you of an inheritance or a financial windfall coming in. It indicates that your past efforts and recognition for acts of kindness, it indicates a reward for this. It says an old friend or lover may return unexpectedly to pay back a kindness or lend a hand in a time of need. It represents new experiences. Sometimes that can be related to the past. Now, if this is a romantic relationship, and this could be why you are like this, you're not quite certain, so you're kind of playing it safe. Maybe you met the person at work. It can tell of someone who plays at love rather than one who commits themselves seriously. So it may be warning of temporary relationships in your life at this time, which may be why you may be moving on, right? Okay, so now we look at this 8. So I kind of want to see this High Priestess, because sometimes, in my experience, the High Priestess will show up as another woman in a situation. This is kind of indicative of this is known as the Shacking Up card, beautifying the home. With the High Priestess, this 8 of Pentacles, it is a cautionary warning to remain focused and to not become complacent or careless in regards to business and finances. Things may be going to seem to be going to plan at the moment, but you are to stay vigilant. Well, and I feel this is why that Chariot card has come out. The Chariot card is a 7. 7s are always a moment of doubt and questioning and contemplation. But it also says that if you just remain focused, keep yourself in balance, you can move forward through this. So I don't sense that there's anything. I'm going to look at this High Priestess, and I'm going to take a look at this 8 of Pentacles. Maybe this is the idea that, you've been approached by some type of partnership who is asking to join forces. Well, it doesn't mean you can't join forces. It just means that you should be vigilant about whatever's happening. I don't see the Four of Wands as a contractual issue. None of these cards. I think there's an opportunity that it's coming, but I'm going to look at this High Priestess here for you. It's a 2. The Mercante has come out. Well, the businessman. Okay. Now it is the Ammalato. That's quite a strange card to come out. And then we have the Stanza card. I do sense that there may be some type of delay in a meeting. Okay. And maybe this is what, stay vigilant during this time. Don't become lax. If there's something you need to continue to work on, do work on it. Let me take a look at this 8 of Pentacles here. And maybe I can give you a bit more information on how the Ammalato is presenting itself. The Casa. The Superbia. And the Pensiero. It goes right back to what I was saying. This is about, upgrading your digs. Be this a personal home or be it a office space. The Superbia is associated with all things luxurious, beautiful surroundings. That's what this card can sometimes represent, particularly with the Four of Wands. It speaks about remodeling or redecorating. So maybe you're, got to spend money to upgrade your, I don't know, whatever it is you need to upgrade. Here we are, we're thinking about how much is that going to cost us? you know? So I want to take a look at this Amalato quickly. This reads to me like an opportunity to move forward with whatever it is that you want it to do. Now, here's something that's quite interesting about the Amalato, because it does put the focus on your health. Okay, this is a king of coins. Whether you are female watching this or male, you take the female or the male role, whatever the case may be. This is speaking about you. So this could be some kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say emotional. It could be some kind of nagging health issue for you. It is very important that you maybe you're going to find a cure for it, or maybe you're going to find some kind of relief for it, or maybe you're going to find something that's going to help you, right? You may have to travel far and wide for that. In the metaphorical sense, get on the internet, talk to people. But it just says here that it speaks to a period of feeling unwell, both physically and mentally. Okay? In a broader sense, it foretells a period in which you will be forced to interrupt your daily routine and visit places you would rather not go, perhaps like a hospital. It speaks about a period of hardship and difficulty resulting in dejection, demotivation, apathy, and depression. It can represent a block, a pause in the smooth flowing of daily life. Just as sickness is seen as interrupting health, this card interpreted as an interruption or stagnation and a temporary block, which can cause you be a nuisance and inner unrest. Basically, though, if it's followed by a positive card, which it is, that's a king, a queen, an ace of coins. It says that it's just telling you need to take a break from a very stressful situation to regain your health and inner strength. Okay? And that's really all it says. Doesn't say anything else. Let's see. Financially, it can indicate a period of stagnation and little or no income. So it indicates the need to do some soul searching and deepen one's connection with spirit. Okay? That's really what it says. Now, it may be that this is referring to, because this card speaks to a meeting, some kind of face-to-face meeting here. Okay? The nature of the meeting doesn't tell me what the nature of the meeting is, but I would assume that it does have to do with either work, business, property, moving, that sort of thing. So I want you to formulate a question for the angel answer card. And then I'm going to pull that card for you. Read you the meaning. Well, not read you the meaning, because right after that I'm going to pull a Greek mythology card. All right. I'm going to do it one more time. Here we go. It says the situation will improve. Well, that's always good to hear. Now, these are like archetype cards. So this is going to kind of give us that archetypal energy that we may need to help us, solve this issue, or at least get a better understanding. Here we go. It is Hermes or Mercury, the journey. So that matches up with the Chariot, but it also matches up to that mercurial energy that we're speaking about. And it may just mean that something may happen and you might have to take this journey alone, but I think you've already determined what you're going to do. So let's read the situation will improve. And, I don't know if this is a health issue for some of you. The angels want you to know that they are aware that things may look difficult right now. However, the situation is going to improve. It may take some time and there will most likely be some hard work ahead of you. But the effort you put forth will be worth it and things are going to get better. So now is not the time to give up on wounded friendships or even ailing relationships. There is still hope for the future. Take heart and continue to work toward a partnership where both parties are fulfilled and happy in the future. And most importantly, that means you. Take care of yourself so that you can continue doing whatever it is that you need to do. Let's look at Hermes. Let's see, Heracles. Here we go. Okay, this is the god of travel, and you can find it in ancient days. You could find his image everywhere. He protected humankind and facilitated transactions and exchanges of all kinds, including those into and out of the underworld. Mercury carried messages from Zeus and was known for his persuasive words and willingness to help. So where there is movement or a need to connect, Mercury will facilitate. He wears the winged sandals to help speed things up. It says you may be about to take a journey, which Mercury will help you on. It could be a mental exploration or a physical one. We learn by traveling or learn by inquiring and seeking information. Mercury will facilitate any of these things. Perhaps even Jupiter himself is sending you messages which you can receive if you look out for the signs. So at the very beginning of this, when I said Jupiter's doing some stuff, the problem that you can run into with Jupiter is that because he is such an expansive, kind of benevolent god, sometimes we can overestimate things. We can miscalculate. So that whole thing about, stay vigilant, watch your finances, look after your health. If you're overdoing any of those things, knock it off and you should be okay. So that's what I have for you for April. I hope that message helped, Virgo. And until next time, namaste.